So let's get to it.
What do you got, Steve?
What do we got?
Double hammer evaluation. What is this?
Double hammers.
This year.
2 for 5.
2 for 5.
My God.
That's not going to cut it.
Minus 13 units.
You know, people spend they take their tax refund and they put it on there per your recommendation.
Yeah, and we had never been here because it always had one coming into the PGA, and now people don't have that money to double up on the double hammer. So that's a problem.
A big problem.
You know? Hopefully people still have guys that can
find
go
units.
with credit.
You can find some units.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So with that in mind, how many double hammers are you going to release today? Before are you?
Dose. We were thinking, again, it's part of the thing with so much course history here with the players. It brings in a lot more options.
Okay, we'll get to them though. Let's go in order of what you provided here.
There were 3 people that checked all 12 boxes. I'm on Rory.
Outrights.
Everybody is.
Outrights.
Rory plus 475, Corey Connors 60-1, Denny McCarthy 175-1. Denny McCarthy actually, I think he's going to be 3rd heading into Sunday, and then
gets his first.
So a guy that's great around the greens isn't going to have a problem with the distance?
Denny, 6th here last year, 8th here the year before.
Bang.
Okay.
Eat it, Steve.
I'm asking questions.
He's got some length. He's added some length. He's not as short.
All right, so
So on
Rory.
the outrights, we have Rory, Corey Connors, Denny McCarthy. There's a 4th name on the outrights, Gordo. Who is it? Say the name. Say it!
200-1, Cameron Young.
You had the number last night.
He's so mad.
No. I commitment, not to the bit, but commitment to belief. How many times have you had a stake on Cameron Young, who's never won, to actually win? How many times? You gave me the number last night.
On the PGA Tour, 38.
38 times. So at this point, like
You can't get off it.
if you put 100 down, you'd be plus for your lifetime. But still, like at some point, the math is going to be, I need him to win to break even on what I've invested in my life.
At some point, but we're not that bad yet.
No, and last week, played pretty well.
T7.
Why do you love him so much?
That's too long a story.
Okay.
But the belief is it's been unshakable and unflappable.
Well, we were talking with Davis Thompson yesterday, and I asked him, I was like, have you ever played with Cam Young? And he was like, yeah. First I played with him once. It was at the match play 2 years ago. Shot 27 on the front 9, Cam did. Made 9 threes. Davis was like 5 down, shooting 3 under.
That's your boy.
2 guys I really like.
Okay.
Both on the FRL card. But, I mean, Cam Young, he's got 2 runners-up in majors. Like, he's had it. He just needs to stop firing his caddies.
Well, that's a whole other.
He's on like his 4th caddy in the last 6 months.
What
Really?
Wait, what's the
Rinsing.
You can't rinse your.
Can't rinse your caddy.
Cannot be rinsing loopers.
Don't rinse your loopers. That's a really important thing in life.
Cannot be doing rinsing.
Don't rinse the looper.
What do they say in England?
Sack.
Sack. He
sacked
sacked the looper.
He sacked his caddy. He sacked his full caddy, you know.
They call them loopers, don't they?
I mean,
Or no?
loop, that's fine, but they sack over there. You don't fire someone, you sack them.
Hey.
Let me guess the first round leaders.
Here we go.
How many first round leaders do you have?
6.
6. Let me guess. Lee Hodges.
Close, but no.
Is Smalley in the field?
Smalley's first alternate. He will be on the card if he gets in the field.
Of course he will. Obviously Cam Young.
Yes.
Okay, is Keith Mitchell on your list?
No.
What? I'm not smart. He leads every week on Thursday.
It's actually insane. It's actually insane. 5 straight top 2s and 3 of them leads. I just don't think he can make it 6 straight. Like, that would be
That's all-time stuff there, if he did, right?
Yeah.
Denny McCarthy.
Yes. Nice.
How many have I got so far?
You
4.
got 2 plus potential.
You forgot his other favorite that we saw last night.
Davis?
Yeah.
On.
I mean, it's just.
You won't get the other 3 there.
Okay.
I mean, you got 2 guys,
Keep
2
them
proven
coming.
guys. Fleetwood. 50 to 1.
I like that one a lot.
He is due for one.
I watched
He
a lot of
is
him
due for
last week at Truist.
How was the putter, Steve?
He wanted to throw it. Like, I'm telling you, it was like 13 birdie putts he had Thursday. He could not make them. He couldn't make one. But he stayed in the fight, and then he starts rolling it Sunday. What did he, T4?
Fourth, fifth, yeah.
Right?
T4.
Yeah.
So say your first round leader names because I'm screwing it up. Now,
There we go. FRLs for the people.
The tweet's coming Wednesday.
Tomorrow, actually, we like to go Tuesday release for majors.
Excuse me.
Wednesday regular stops.
Tuesday release.
majors.
Of the tweet. All right, Reed, go ahead.
Fleetwood 50 to 1.
Love it.
Corey Connors 60 to 1.
Like it.
Mount Rushmore of active flushers. Corey Connors. Seriously.
Who's the other three?
Active flushers.
Come on.
Rory,
Scotty.
Scotty, Corey Connors, Davis Riley.
Davis Riley.
At @dgord_tweets for those that don't already follow this.
Cam
by the
Young,
way,
100.
By the way, you gave Scheffler as an FRL
Yeah.
down there when he won by $1 million, and the get back was actually more than it was.
Did you get 12 to 1?
I got 12 to 1. Some people got 14 to 1.
Nice.
Which is great.
All right, that
Did you get
makes
some
up.
positive feedback on that?
No, but that's none needed.
Okay.
But that helps the Henley sting a little bit. And
It
you're
does.
not going to get Scheffler's not going to cash anything in the double digits.
No.
Again.
No. Now, in out. What the hell's in out?
Wait, let me just get you to the end of my FRL card.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we had reached 12.
We got through our 5. Fleetwood, Corey Connors, Cam Young, Davis Thompson, Denny McCarthy. Second most important Johnny at Quail Hollow.
Okay.
It's a guy named Johnny Kiefer.
Oh yeah, old keeper.
Like Kiefer Sullivan.
350 to 1.
I'll book this bet for you.
No.
There's no limit to what he's
Put
not
100 on
going to
it.
lead the tournament.
Put 100 on it.
You won't.
Have you heard of him?
Yes, I heard you in the trailer say some Canadian guy that's going to lead after the first round.
No, he's a San Antonio kid.
Oh, my bad. I thought you said Canadian.
Baylor.
He dominated on the Canadian tour
There you
last
go.
year. At this point last year,
That matters here.
unranked in the world rankings, 93rd. He's the 93rd ranked player in the world.
Sick and Bears.
He had 4 runners up on Canada last year and a win. Gets a corn promotion.
Corn.
Just won on corn 2 weeks ago.
Crops.
Oh. Did he ever play against Ober in college?
We haven't been able to determine if they ever went head to head.
350 to 1.
350 to 1. Like, he's a late
FRL.
bloomer. He went to Baylor.
How many units are you putting
Throw
on this
100.
personally?
Quarter unit.
Quarter unit.
Yeah.
All right.
$25.
Yeah.
Quarter unit. I'll book it.
All right.
I don't think
That's
I'm
a free
allowed
bet.
to, of course.
Seriously.
You got to get those because those
Seriously,
are
John
credit.
Kiefer.
In
We
a
don't know
theoretical.
what, look, all he does is shoot 64. He's not going to shoot 64. He'll probably shoot 67, and it's just a matter of whether that holds up.
He is in the last group.
We don't know, when he is exactly teeing off, but considering he was one of the last guy in the field, he probably is.
He could. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to be a part of the featured groups.
Not on Thursday. Friday, we might have to turn some.
Not on Thursday. Wait, hold on. I need a pen. I need a pen. What was it? What was the? What flushers is it?
It's right there. He
Mount
wrote it
Rushmore.
down.
Of
Active flushers.
Corey Connors, right there.
Active flushers. Rinse the loopers. I just want to make sure I'm going to put these on shirts someday. We're going to sell merch. I swear to God.
Yeah, right.
Active flushers. Oh shit! I dropped the pen.
All right.
What's the next thing?
I feel like I should just give you guys the hammers, get out of the way, and enjoy the.
No. What's in out?
What does it look like? I mean, are you in or out on the player?
You're in. All right. The players you're in on for this week.
Bryson.
Yep.
Which is hard to say. First time I'm in on Bryson. You just can't. You
That's
can't
my pick.
ignore what he's done. He's got 3 top 5s here, or here meaning the PGA since 2020, most of any player, and he's got 6 top 5s in all majors since 2020, all at different venues, which I think is a really interesting way to look at it. So I'm going to play him top 10. Morikawa in, Scheffler out, Rory in, Spieth in, everyone else out.
Sungjae.
Sungjae and Patrick Reed
In.
in pending Smalley not getting in the field.
So in on him, but let's go back to out on Scheffler. Why?
Well, if you're on Rory, you can't really be on Scotty.
So that's you've chosen Rory over Scotty.
That was the choice that had to be made. I mean, Scotty, he's never played here. Sure, you can say maybe that'll be a challenge.
Okay.
Like he's never played the Wells here. Played the President's Cup here, went 0-3-1.
Info.
Put
Just
that in
saying.
your chicken nuggets.
How about in on Spieth? Of course, everyone knows Rory, who you're in on, just completed the career Grand Slam, sixth man to do it. Spieth will be here with a chance to join him, and you're in why? Recent form, what we saw in Texas?
We saw a little bit of Texas form. It's more about FOMO. Not being on Rory at the Masters with the history that he completed was rather demoralizing.
So he'll become your PGA version of Cameron Young. You'll just be in on him from now until the end of time.
Likely.
Okay, that's fine, and admitting that is admirable. I see hammers, Steve.
I see double hammers. Go.
I am excited about these two. You want top?
Yeah.
First or second one?
First.
All right. This is just the gift that keeps on giving, I swear. Low Canadian. Plus
How many are there?
5.
All right. And you're getting plus money on Corey Connors?
Plus 170. Corey Connors, Low Canadian.
Like it.
We've already kind of talked about him, but this is cash for the last 5 majors, 6 of the last 8.
This strikes me simply as how much money are you comfortable winning?
He has to be Mackenzie Hughes, Taylor Pendrith, Nick Taylor, Adam Hadwin. Mackenzie Hughes just got beat in the playoff, right?
He did. This isn't Myrtle, no offense.
No offense to Myrtle.
Yeah, I mean,
All due respect, Myrtle.
I'm playing Connors outright. I'm playing Connors FRL, but
the Mount Rushmore of active flushers.
the biggest bet of the week is going to be Low Canadian, plus 170.
Okay.
Double hammer, Corey Connors, Low Canadian.
Every
What
box
kind
checked.
of table max can you get on that? I'm just asking you. I mean, seriously. This strikes me as like if you look at the felt, right? You can put as much money as you want in this here on the cards, but then there's like the thing you can bet for the dealer. There's you know what I'm saying? This feels like an exotic there where you're only allowed to put $5 chip on that. Sir, you can't put a $500 chip on that. I just don't know what the table max on Low Canadian is, but
Just keep it to 15 units.
15 units?
Yeah.
You can't get $1,500 on first round leader.
On a Low Canadian, yeah.
Low Canadian.
What book offers this?
You got to shop around.
Okay. All right, so that's one double hammer.
One double hammer. Next double hammer is?
All right, I mean, this guy has not been mentioned nearly
At all.
enough as much as he should.
All right.
The most ho-hum tied for 8th at the Masters. It was his 12th straight top 20 in majors. 12 straight top 20 in majors. 5 straight top 10s in majors. Xander Schauffele at minus 105 for a top 20.
X gonna give it to you. You're minus 105, double hammer X. Now, will we be here through the weekend? Yes. Will you stalk him on a knee with the mezzanine and the upper deck?
Like you did at Oak Hill.
If he needs it.
That's the kind of spirit we look. If necessary.
If necessary.
Gordo's presence will be summoned.
If necessary. But obviously there was some rust with the rib midsection injury. But if you look at what he's done in his last 4 or 5 events, he's gaining on approach the same way he was at the end of last year. Gaining off the tee twice in the last 3 starts. Like I could see him winning too. I mean, he's
not on the outright.
He's not on the Mount Rushmore of active flushers.
Not on the in list, but still, you did hear that mentioned.
Finished top 20. I get it.
Double hammer, Corey Connors, Low Canadian. Double hammer, Xander Schauffele to finish inside the top 20. I guess this was a double hammer that got reduced to a single hammer?
We had a third, which would have been a first time in the hammer era, which dates back to 21. We did have a third. Mentioned it earlier. Bryson top 10 finish. I was going over what he's done in the top 5 markets, so you get a little bit more security if you bet him on a top 10 than a top 5. Plus 110. I really like 6 top 5s in majors since 2020, all at different venues. And you just can't like ignore what he's done on LIV.
There was one. He won the tournament. There was only one tournament after the Masters, right?
Yeah, he won in South Korea. Took a week off. Long fight.
I don't know how they do it.
And he's got some good history here. I mean, it's just I reduced to single hammer.
You don't have to justify it. I think 3 would be
7.5.
Do you know what LIV
desperate.
versus non-LIV winner is in this tournament?
I haven't seen that market posted yet.
I think it's going to be a lot more than it was at Augusta.
Yeah? What was it at Augusta?
Non-LIV was minus 175.
Wow. Okay.
Also, too, we can't let Gordo go. The bet is on the line this week. We are at a major.
Yes, we are.
And the bet is on the line. The bet is
Patrick Cantlay against my 5 guys.
And the 5, I think you've changed through the years, but
no, I don't think he has.
Not as.
I have Patrick Cantlay to win his first major.
Yep.
And you have who to win?
I love that you keep forgetting my 5. There are some
write it down.
there are some forgettable folks in here. First of all, Aaron Wise. So again,
Is he playing this weekend?
This was agreed. Is Aaron Wise in the field this week? No.
No. That's good.
He was in Myrtle, but he didn't win in Myrtle.
Yeah, the Myrtle's not the major.
He will have a good comeback.
Okay.
We got Aaron
TBD
Wise
on the old Wiseman.
in the field. Tom Hoagie.
Hoagie, talked to him today.
He might be on the next 4 out on the active flushers, but I'd have to think about that. Sung Jae,
Emmer.
He's in on him.
Victor Hovland.
That's the one that's going to be hard to avoid.
And again, we made this bet in the fall of 22.
Yep.
Isn't this one of the Davises?
And Scott had not yet been familiar with this man. He was about to enter his rookie season. Davis Thompson. Those are my 5 guys.
So if any of those 5 win, I have to provide you with a set of custom irons.
Yep.
And wedges. And woods.
The whole kit.
Yes, they're going to be stamped with double hammers.
Well, obviously, we'll doctor them up with all of that stuff.
And if Cantlay wins, you have to shave your head?
I do have to shave my head.
And you have him to miss the cut.
Yes, plus 270, I think it is. Yes.
Along with Sam Burns and Hideki, who was seen in the pouring rain putting. Hideki his good is very, very good. I believe he was 7 under on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then he was several over on Sunday.
Yeah.
Not great.
And talking to people here, too, he really likes to test out clubs.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, on a Monday, he had 28 clubs in his bag.
It's fine.
That's fact.
Get them out. You don't want to have 15 clubs in the bag on Thursday morning.
That happened.
Fraudley, just quickly on him.
Yeah, please.
He's made, just to give him some credit,
Cantlay.
11 straight made cuts in majors. So due for a miscut plus 270.
Or due for.
He made a charge Sunday.
And then last thing I had for you two gents was if you happen to be in a low club professional pool, Tyler Collett and Andre Chi, please. I would like. Those are going to be.
What's that low club pro?
How are we handicapping that?
You'd have to find somebody who runs a pool and it does a pool on who will be the low man of the team of 20.
That's not my question. My question is how have you handicapped that to arrive at the point where you're saying names that you believe are low club pro picks?
Tyler Collett just won the PGA Professional Championship by 10 shots.
Oh yeah, I heard about him.
Okay,
I'm on that.
10.
I'm on that.
That's a lot.
Okay.
This guy, Andre Chi, 24-year-old from D3 Methodist University.
Yep.
Spartanburg, we think is where that's located?
No, that's where Wofford is.
Okay. It's in North Carolina, though.
Oh.
D3 champion, Andre Chi, 24 years old.
We got his measurements?
Those are the two 5'9", I think.
Okay.
They're the Monarchs.
Those are the 2 best club professionals in my estimation.
The Monarchs of Methodist.
In the field.
In my
of the 20.
estimation of the 20. Tyler Collett, Andre Chi.